Good afternoon. My name is Raul Granados. That's R-A-U-L, last name Granados, G-R-A-N-A-D-O-S. I'm the Assistant Chief over the Operations Bureau of the Pasadena Police Department and also a Public Information Officer. Today we're going to talk about a couple of incidents, but we're going to begin today with the bolo that we put out earlier on our social media pages. This release is related to an incident that occurred at one of our local parks. It occurred on August 14 at approximately 7:19 p.m. where a female jogger was at the park and she was groped by a Hispanic male suspect who, after he groped her, ran away. The purpose of the press conference today is to gather more information because we don't have anything else on the suspect as of now. The video that we put out, the description of it is a Hispanic male, approximately 5'8" and maybe in his 20s, wearing a white tank top at the time and black jogging pants. To understand what the park at 7102 Crenshaw, the Holly Bay Park on Crenshaw Road, to understand the geography of it, this park is located on the southeast side of our city, and it backs up to the Armand Bayou Hike and Bike Trail. The Hike and Bike Trail extends several miles throughout our city, all the way down to Bay Area Park. So it is a very large area where people do bird watching, they hike through the trails, they run. So it's pretty extensive. Along the trail, there's some businesses, but there are some homes that back up to the trail. And what we're asking is if anybody has any additional information, if anybody has any footage from that date that they're willing to share, our detectives are wanting to obtain that information from our citizens. One of the questions that was brought up in our social media was why this incident happened on the 14th and why are we just now doing the press conference. The reason is because our detectives were working proactively to try to look for the suspect, so to see if we could catch him in the area. We also had marked patrol vehicles in the area, and that trail actually backs up to several other parks in our city. So we were proactively conducting investigations to try to see if we could locate anybody matching that description. Additionally, our investigators were combing through as much evidence as we could find, from surveillance to any eyewitness accounts, trying to find additional information on the suspect. We understand that the Houston area has had several other incidents that are similar to this, so we don't believe at this time that this is related to that. We think this is an isolated incident. However, we want to make sure that we bring awareness to our public. We don't want to alert anyone. We don't want people to believe that this is extremely dangerous and that you shouldn't go to the parks anymore. We just want to bring awareness. Be on the lookout. If you can, if you're going late at night, take somebody with you, of course, and also try to go during the day during daylight hours. So that is the purpose of the press conference, just to see if there's any other victims out there, to see if there's anybody else. No one has come forward yet. We want to see if there's anybody else that has any information on someone matching this description. I'm going to transition to Spanish now. El día 14 de agosto, a aproximadamente 7:19 de la tarde, una joven se encontraba en el parque Holly Bay Park, donde fue manoseado, agropeado por un sospechoso hispano entre los 20 y 25 años después de estar caminando en el parque. Ella sintió que alguien se estaba acercando. Cuando ella se dio cuenta, ese individuo alcanzó a manosearla y después se fue a la fuga. Ella logró prender su teléfono celular y grabó mientras él se estaba huyendo. En el video se puede ver que es un hombre hispano entre los 20 y 25 años de edad, que traía un pantalón negro, una camiseta blanca y aparentemente entre 5 pies con 8 pulgadas de altura. El propósito de esta conferencia de prensa es para traer una actualización del caso y también para obtener información acerca de si alguna otra persona ha sido víctima o si alguien tiene información que nos ayude a los detectives a tratar de encontrar a este sospechoso. Sabemos que este parque está pegado a un centro de caminatas y ciclismo que se llama Armand Bayou, que es bastante extensivo. que se encuentra desde el Parque Holiday Park hasta el Parque Bay Area, que son varios kilómetros. En el transcurso de este parque, de este camino, hay varias casas y también negocios. Entonces le estamos pidiendo a nuestro público que si alguien tiene alguna información que nos pueda ayudar en el caso, que nos ayuden y que nos la proporcionen para que tratemos de encontrar al sospechoso. No estamos tratando de alertar al público, simple y sencillamente de que se den cuenta de que este peligro existe y también para saber si alguien más ha sido víctima de este sospechoso. Hasta el momento no tenemos ningún otro reporte similar y sabemos que en el área de Houston ha habido otros reportes acerca de incidentes similares, pero sospechosos de diferente edad. Y no pensemos que estén atados los dos casos, pero queremos cerciorarnos de que tengamos toda la información correcta en estos minutos. Como les digo, el sospechoso es un hombre hispano entre los 20 y 25 años de edad con un pantalón negro y una camiseta blanca. Y si tienen alguna información, que se comuniquen con el detective Iván Mascorro del Departamento de Policía de Pasadena y que le dejen un mensaje y así podamos llegar a encontrar al sospechoso. En este momento vamos a tomar preguntas. At this time, if you have a question, feel free.
¿Por qué tardaron tanto tiempo si pasó el 14 de agosto?
Sí, David. El día 14 de agosto fue cuando se escribió el reporte, pero nuestros detectives fueron a los parques para tratar de ver si encontraban a alguien que fuera de similar características. Y también hemos tenido varias otras unidades que han estado yendo a los parques buscando a ver si encuentran a algún sospechoso. Y como no teníamos ningún otro reporte, no queríamos asustar a la gente, digamos, ¿verdad? Queremos traer nada más un aliento para que la gente sepa que estamos trabajando, pero como en este momento ya no tenemos ninguna otra información, queremos saber si alguien tiene algún dato que nos pueda ayudar.
El video que ustedes están dando es de la víctima que le tomó, ¿verdad?
Exactamente.
¿Ella solo tomó ese video o tiene otros ustedes?
Que yo sepa, solo ese video, después de que él la manoseó, se dio a la fuga. Entonces ella prende su celular y alcanza a grabar al sospechoso mientras él corre afuera del parque Holiday Park, en esa área de caminata y ciclismo.
Can you talk to us about the incident and how, so the woman was not injured, it was one incident, it was groped, and then where did that video come from? Was it from a second individual? Or?
No, ma'am. So after she was groped, she was able to grab her phone and record as the suspect was getting away. So all he did was grope her. He did not injure her. So as soon as he started running away, she was able to fire up her phone, and she caught the suspect as he's leaving, and he turns around and looks at the phone and then keeps on running.
And why did it take y'all, why are you
Sure.
this information?
Right, that is one of the questions. So what we did is our investigative division was out there proactively looking at the parks. We set up surveillance on the parks. We actually sent additional elements out there to see if we could locate the suspect. We also have marked units who were on the area. We tried to do basically a sting operation as well. So we wanted to see if we could proactively catch the suspect. And we have run into a dead end. So we're trying to see if the public has information that they can provide for this case. We are continuing to work with the victim. We've been in touch with her, and we actually haven't had no other reports thus far similar to it. So that is why we're bringing it at this time.
And you don't think it's related to any of the Mesa Park stuff?
We don't believe so. The suspect description is different. However, we want to make sure that it isn't for sure. Yes, sir.
Yo sé que esto es difícil, sobre todo para una mujer, que expresar eso y decirles eso, pero el tipo le habló en español, solo la tocó y se fue, o habló con ella primero. ¿Cómo?
No tengo una respuesta a eso. Yo después me puedo comunicar directamente contigo y proporcionarte esa información. No sé si él habló español, inglés o algún otro idioma, pero yo teniendo esa información te la relato.
¿La víctima es mayor de edad?
Victim's age?
Es como 20, 22, 23 años.
Entre 22 y 23 años, pero obviamente ella no quiere hacer entrevistas, ¿verdad? Porque tiene miedo.
¿Pero ella recuerda haberlo visto antes?
No, es la primera vez que lo veía, sí. They asked how old the victim was, and she's in her early 20s, and she had not seen or met the suspect before.
Was there anything said from the suspect to her at all, or was it just silent and just go? Did he speak to her at all?
I don't have an answer for that. I'm going to have to get back with you on that. I would have to talk to our detectives. To my knowledge, she didn't know him, but as far as communication between the two, I don't have an answer.
Chief, what's your message to the community, considering that this happened just after 7 p.m.? There were a lot of people out on that trail, families, you know, mothers, runners, running groups, and he was bold enough to do this when it was still light outside.
Absolutely.
So what's your message to the community as far as safety goes? Have you guys upped more patrol in that area? And also, what can people do to protect themselves?
Sure, absolutely. We have upped our patrol. We have marked units in the area that are checking the area continuously. And our message is always for everyone to be careful, exercise extra caution. These incidents, unfortunately, they happen all the time. They've happened at parks around here, parks in Houston. We recommend that if you're going to go to the park, take somebody with you. Exercise with a friend or someone else, if it's possible. And if it isn't, try to go earlier when there's more people, because obviously with the more people that there are present there, the less opportunity of someone to try to do this to you. But yes, we've increased our patrols there for sure. And not just at Holly Bay Park. We have other parks in the city. We have Strawberry Park, which is a large park in our city. We constantly patrol that as well, and we're trying to our best to try to make sure we have a presence there so that we can deter any future crime.
Usted dice que no quiere asustar a la comunidad,
Sí.
pero bueno, ¿puede repetir eso mismo que acaba de decir en español, por favor?
Sí, claro. Me preguntó ella que qué es lo que estamos haciendo nosotros. Primero que nada, tenemos patrulleo extra en todos nuestros parques, ¿verdad? Y especialmente en ese parque donde sucedió el incidente. Tenemos otros parques en nuestra ciudad. Entonces, nosotros tenemos unidades proactivas que están patrullando esas áreas. Pero también les inculcamos al público de que estén siempre alerta, ¿verdad? Que si van a ir a hacer ejercicio ya por la tarde, que traten de ir con alguien, ¿verdad? Con una pareja, con un amigo, para hacer ejercicio juntos. Y si no pueden, pues que vayan un poco más temprano, porque entre más gente haya, menos la posibilidad de que esto suceda. Nunca la podemos eliminar por completo, pero si podemos minimizar las oportunidades de que esto suceda, eso es lo que nosotros vamos a tratar de hacer.
Are there any other incidents like this that have happened at that park or any other parks in the area that are being investigated or have happened over the past 1 to 2 years?
So there have been other incidents, but nothing related to this with the similar characteristics. Those are common. They happen at different parks around the Houston area, the metropolitan area. But however, related to this incident with the same suspect description, we have not.
Okay, groping incidents. So
Right.
Have been other groping incidents at that park, Strawberry Park, or?
Not to my knowledge, nothing similar to this with the same MO as this incident.
And I know that you guys teach the self-defense classes. Is this something that
I'm glad you bring that up. We do have a program called RAD, Rape Aggression Defense. It's free to the public, to citizens of Pasadena, that they can actually come and participate. It is put on by our officers, and if women are interested, they can contact our Community Services Division. There is a list. Once you get on the list, it's free of service, and they're more than welcome to come and take the one-day course to help them. Actually, it's more than 1 day to help them fight off any potential attacks.
And was the course that happened before the incident, is it connected to, y'all decided to do the course because
No,
of the
no.
incident?
We have had a long tradition of having the rape aggression defense classes in our department for the past, as far as I know, years, 10 years probably, of that.
What, something happened outside we didn't hear about?
Yes, I'll get to that in just 1 second. I'm going to say it in Spanish. Me preguntó ella que si tenemos alguna clase o algo que pueda enseñar a las mujeres específicamente si quieren tomar alguna clase. Nuestro departamento tiene un programa que se llama RAD, Rape Aggression Defense. Es gratis para las personas que viven en nuestra ciudad. Si alguien se quiere inscribir, que llame a nuestro departamento de policía y se pueden inscribir. Esto les ayuda a tener más información de cómo no ser víctimas en contra de un incidente similar. Okay, I'm going to touch real quick on the incident that occurred outside. We had a victim who showed up to our station who was the victim of a road rage incident that occurred on our city limits with the city of South Houston. Our victim, who was driving a four-door sedan, 31-year-old victim, was involved in this incident, and he was shot at 3 times during the incident, and then he drove all the way to the police station. He sustained non-life-threatening injury, 1 gunshot wound. We have officers at the scene attempting to collect evidence, and we have officers who tended to him. The ambulance saw him. He refused medical treatment. The injury was not severe. But the incident occurred at the 2600 block of Allen Genoa between Cobb and South Houston. The suspect was driving an old Chrysler minivan with front right damage. Appears to be a 20 to 30-year-old Hispanic male with a dark hair, buzz cut, and a black shirt and tattoos on the neck. That is all we have so far. Our detectives are here. They're going to follow up on this incident, and we're going to see if anybody has information on an older gold-colored Chrysler minivan with front right damage in that area. If you have any information, please contact us.
Do you know what caused the incident? I know you said road rage.
Just road rage. That's all we have so far. He was, I guess, while they were driving, the other the suspect became enraged, started following our victim, and shot at him at 3 different locations. The first location was Allen Genoa and Cobb, the second one at South Houston and Queens, and the third at Queens when he turned on Queens.
He followed him to 3 different locations just.
It's a short distance, and he shot at him on 3 different locations.
He was he hit?
One time.
Was hit?
One time.
He didn't want to go to the hospital?
It wasn't a penetrating injury.
Was grazed?
He was grazed, yes.
I'm sorry, Chief, you said the suspect is between 20 to 30-year-old
Yes.
Hispanic?
Hispanic male with a buzz cut and a black shirt with tattoos on his neck.
Is there any video from the incident?
I don't have that yet. It happened literally as you guys were pulling up.
Around what time?
3 p.m., 2:50 probably. ¿Quieren español? Sí, claro que sí. Mientras estábamos aquí a punto de hacer la conferencia de prensa, llegó una víctima a la estación de policía. Esta víctima había sido involucrada en un incidente de road rage, de donde estaban conduciendo un vehículo sobre la calle Spencer y la Allen Genoa, y un sospechoso se acercó a él y le empezó a disparar. La víctima venía manejando un sedán de 4 puertas. El sospechoso venía en una minivan color oro de aproximadamente entre 20 y 30 años de edad, con el pelo corto y tenía tatuajes en el cuello. El sospechoso le disparó 3 veces o en 3 diferentes lugares sobre la calle Allen Genoa a la víctima. El primer incidente fue en la calle Allen Genoa y Cobb, la segunda en la calle Shaver y Queens, y la tercera cuando dio vuelta en la calle Queens. La víctima no sostuvo heridas graves, inclusive nuestras ambulancias lo checaron y no quiso ir al hospital, fue solamente un rozón, pero desafortunadamente son incidentes que ocurren demasiado. Le decimos a nuestro público que por favor pues, no se involucren en ningún incidente. Si alguien está manejando mal, retírense de ellos. No sé qué sucedió porque no tengo ninguna otra información. Esto sucedió exactamente mientras ustedes estaban llegando aquí, pero les inculcamos a nuestro público que tengan cuidado al manejar y no se involucren en ningún incidente con otros conductores agresivos.
Did you have a license plate? Did you know the license plate?
I don't have that with me. Do we have a license plate?
Did the victim know the suspect?
I don't have that information yet. Literally, it happened as you guys were pulling up. So.
Thank you,
Yes, sir.
sir. Gracias. Thank you.